and my Ruby, Ruby and Ruby, and Ruby accent.
Back to our channel. Oh, I fucked up, but fuck it. It's been a while. It's been a while.
Well, welcome back to our YouTube channel. We're gonna be talking about how we found out we weren't pregnant. As you can see, our sonogram, one of our sonograms right there, and then our daughter right there. Yeah. Take his side, and I'm gonna tell you my side. So you wanna go first?
Well, she had called me when I was at work, saying she was pregnant, and then my reaction was, I guess I was happy.
You're guessing you're happy, so you weren't happy.
Nah, I was happy when I found out when she called when she was pregnant. I was happy, and then afterward, I really don't know what to fucking say because I already had it in my head. I had it in my head. Now it's all gone. But yeah, and then I told my mom, and she started crying and shit like that, and it went on from there.
You missed every little thing.
Yeah, I mean.
So this is the full story. Okay.
I'm not good at telling stories.
It was okay. We're actually trying to have a baby. Cause it took us honestly a month or two to get pregnant, and we kept on getting negative tests all the time. So, we just gave up kind of in a way. But we had what made me take a pregnancy test was because my brothers, my two older brothers, they the first one. Because I came home, I just got my nails done, whatever. And I came home, and then my older brother, he was throwing up for some reason. He was like saying everything was making him throw up. Like he smoked weed, whatever. And even weed was giving him, like, oscars, like wanting him to throw up, but he actually did throw up. And then my other two brothers came home. They had came and brought Whataburger or whatever, and my other brother, he had ate whatever, and then he threw it up, and then he kept on everything that he kept on eating was him throwing up. So then when I asked my other brother, when I'm closer to, I told him if he could buy me a pregnancy test, because like with them two is like it just made me think. Because, like stories, people say, oh, my grandma or my mom were dreaming about fish, or one of my, like, people close to you throw up or stuff like that. So that made me think. So then I asked my brother, so he went and got me a pregnancy test. But I waited till the morning, because they always say your morning pee is like more better. So I did that when we were about to take him to work. So I took it, put in like the box that the pregnancy test goes in, and then when I took him, came back, and I forgot that I took the pregnancy test. So when I took the pregnancy test, when I looked at it, it had like a fainting line. If I could find the picture, I'll put it. But it had like a fainting line, and so I didn't know. So at the time, my brother was with this one girl, and she was in the room. So I went and told her, I said, does this mean positive? Because like it's fainted. And she's like, yeah, that means it's positive. Whose test is that? Blah, blah, blah. And I said, it's mine. And she's like, let me look in the light. Because it was light, but it was like, people always say they would look more into light to see. And so I was. And so I sent it to him. And then I called him and I said, did you look at the picture? And he's like, what picture? And I said, just go, I'll hang up and you go, look at it. And then call me back when you do. And then, so he looks like, calls me back and said, what is that supposed to mean? And I'm like, so, that thing. So then when that happened, I told him that means I'm pregnant, and he's like, for real? Like I don't know. So I told him that I was pregnant and everything, and he's like, for real, this and that, and then him and his brother worked together that where they were working at, and then he told his, I think, did you tell him? Or no, you didn't tell him yet, right?
I don't remember. I remember it was a fucking long time ago.
It was not a long time. It was just 9 months ago.
That's long time ago.
Okay, whatever.
I
And
don't
and well, not 9 months, 10 months ago. Well, then they had got out early, so since he got out early, we had went to this one place that said free sonograms. So we like thinking, we didn't know how far along I was, so we were seeing if like they could give us a sonogram because it's free. We get there and
I don't think they gave you.
no, they sent us to a clinic, and
You talk right.
yeah, like the sign says free sonograms, so we go to the place, and then she said we don't do sonograms here.
But we did get like stuff.
To find out that if it was positive.
Oh yeah,
But-
papers or what?
Yeah, we didn't get a sonogram until April 17th, and but we had did that, so they sent us to this place to get to the clinic to see if I was positive for if I was pregnant. And so I went and all this stuff, and then I found out I was actually pregnant, and then they called him to the room, and then they said first they asked me if he was a father, all that stuff, and then I said yes, of course, blah blah blah, and then they call him. When they call him, they say, so she is pregnant, and her due date is, they said November 27th was the due date, but then it switched when we went to our first appointment, actual appointment, but
It just kept changing.
and then so
Pretty sure it happens to everyone.
like I was in shock the whole time, and I was in shock the whole time that we found out, because I was like, we're like trying and it didn't work for some reason, and then when he heard the date for the due date, that he got happy,
Thought it was gonna be right there.
and then
But it turned out not to fucking be.
so
And
then
it changed. Yeah, they changed like 5 times already.
no,
The date.
only,
The day was
4.
like 5. Oh, fuck. They changed like 4 or 5 times already.
and then the first person I told was my dad, and then
Yeah.
ours was like a funny thing. It was like, told him, he's like, well, I didn't actually tell him. It was like, I didn't tell you or whatever. He was like, what, you're pregnant? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, I can't do nothing about it. But I can go flush it down the toilet if you want me to. I was just kidding, but yeah. And then he's like, he wasn't mad or anything. So, and then
I told my mom I was high as fuck. I told her.
I know you took like the papers to show,
Yeah.
but she already knew. I don't know how she knew. She like, knew about
She's
the
all over
folder.
actually, that's how we're checking.
Yeah, yeah. But and then I had,
My uncle was there too,
yeah.
so I basically taught him also. So it was him and my mom.
Wasn't
That
it?
was it.
Wasn't any Pete in there?
No, just him and my mom, and
Wasn't it like Damien or someone?
there was someone in there. I don't remember though. I think it was Trent, to be honest, but I don't think so.
And then after that, I think I told my mom. Yeah, I think I told my mom.
From where I told my mom, it just went from there. She told everyone on that side. I never really tell no one, to be honest, besides her. And one Damien, I think. I don't know. I forget a lot.
Well, and then we had our first appointment. I think it was like a week after we found out. I don't remember the date though. And then that's when the due date changed to November. First it was November 27th, then I went to November. I think it was November 28th first, and then November 27th was when we went to the appointment.
It just went down.
Yeah,
It was
and
going
then
down.
from there, and then we went to our. Then on April 17th, I believe, that's when we went to do our sonogram. And then that's when we found out it was November. They said November 19th, and then we did our. I think it was our second sonogram. They had said November 21st, but then they kept it November 19th. That's when we.
I don't know. That's retarded. This kept going down.
I just measured by the baby.
I know.
And then that's when we found out that we're getting induced. And then we're in the hospital at least 3 days, 4 days.
Something like that. It wasn't a week.
It was
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
And like we had her a day before my due date. We were supposed to, we got induced on the 16th. Then we thought she was coming on the 17th. But I was holding it in low key to the 18th. Yeah, we had her, and then now she's about to be 2 months.
We're gonna do videos and shit.
Well, probably our next video will show y'all her fully, and then little videos of her. Man, yeah. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.
We're gonna start posting.
Comment down any other ideas, what to post or what to do, any pranks on each other, just comment.
Something.
And follow us on all of our social medias. And yeah, bye.
and my Ruby, Ruby and Ruby.